Here's a quick recap of today's price action. So coming into the day, I was pretty much just bullish until proven wrong. You can see that we're getting very close to this major buy-side liquidity, but once again, we're very overextended with a ton of room for price to rebalance below. And now coming into market open, you can see that we are delivering from a 4-hour bullish fair value gap with a 1-hour bearish fair value gap above. So if the 1-hour bearish gets disrespected, I want to see the range high. If it's going to beat the 4-hour bullish, then I want to see the range low. And as you can see right at market open, that's exactly what ends up happening. We sweep internal buy side where the 1-hour bearish gets absolutely rejected, and we end up taking the range low. So after that's been done and we take the minor sell side inside of this high time frame bullish PDA, if our high time frame bullish PDA is going to get rejected, then I want to be looking for longs to target the major buy side liquidity. And if price is going to fail to distribute higher off of this area, then what I was really looking for is for discount of this current dealing range. Now, as you can see, after sweeping minor sell side, we end up just accumulating and failing to distribute higher. We then continue pushing lower. So at this point in time, I was actually open for continuation shorts. So really what ends up happening here is we create a 5-minute bearish. And as you can see, this 5-minute bearish gets absolutely respected and rejected. And then we end up getting a 5-minute inversion. So what's happening here is a 5-minute bearish is beating a 4-hour bullish, and then we start to disrespect bullishness. So this was a very bearish signature in price for me, and as you can see, we have discount of this range just below. I figured that due to all of this, we were going to at least see a resweep of this internal, and as you can see, unfortunately, I did take this trade, and I ended up getting stopped out. So in hindsight, I still like the idea of this trade, given that 5-minute bearish is beating 4-hour bullish and then disrespecting bullishness, but obviously, I'm just completely fading the overall trend of being bullish here. I have tried to be bearish this whole week pretty much just because of how overextended we are, and I've definitely paid the price and not been able to capitalize off of long positions just because I've been so bullish. But we've been so overextended and so high in premium that being bullish and taking a high probability trade for me has just been hard to do, and I've honestly wanted to see a rebalance, which I think is still going to come. So here are the executions from today. This week has been very slow for me. This is the second trade I've taken, the first one being a break-even trade, and this one being a loss. So super unfortunate. As I said, I do think this was avoidable just because although I was using conditions, they were against the drawn liquidity. Therefore, it doesn't really make sense. In hindsight, I probably just should have waited for whatever if we are going to get this resweep, see the resweep, and then look for a long just because of how bullish the high time frame is. But also, as you can see, if we take a look here on ES during this exact trade, you can see that ES was very close to resweeping this internal and actually ended up tapping into this 5-minute bearish, which I figured would just take us lower, but you can see that that is not what ended up happening. So I just took a losing trade, and it is what it is. There's a little bit I can learn from it, I guess, is just, not fading the higher time frame, especially when we're so close to all-time highs, but is what it is, and on to the next day.